wearing number 34, and then Nolan Brunson. The two of them do a lot of their work in the post. Both of them do as the top two rebounders for the team, wearing number 41. For Pella, it's their standard fare, and that's good news as Logan Shetterly back in the lineup after missing Monday's game to illness. Coach Schulte, I talked to him before the game, said that he did practice Wednesday, so he did get a practice in, but they will still be watching him closely for his conditioning, saying he still might not be 100% back after that illness that impacted him, but he's back in the lineup, a huge presence for Pella, as he'll likely get some all-district and maybe some all-state consideration as the leading scorer on this top 10 Pella-ranked team. Ryan Gustafson, the senior captain, wearing number 14 at 6'1". John Altman, the sharpshooter, a junior at 6'3", wearing number 22. Sam Warner, the Bulldog, a senior at 6 foot tall, wearing number 24. And then Nick DeYoung in the post at 6'6", wearing number 52. And those are your starting lineups presented by Miniga Pest Control. Sean and his team want to kill your bugs. Call 628-3198 for Miniga Pest Control. Let's take a look at your colors of the game presented by DeBlumenhoff. For Carlisle, an interesting setup, but one that was better than Newton's on Monday, as Trevor Castle was alluding to. At least there's some contrast in the jerseys. They're wearing black top to bottom. They have a gold Wildcat logo at the bottom of their shorts, red numbers, yellow letters, and then the gold trim. So a lot of colors, but at least they contrast. Pella, their standard home fare, white top to bottom, green stripes on the side, green Pella, and green numbers on those uniforms. And those are your colors of the game presented by DeBlumenhoff Garden Center in Pella, featuring unique, colorful plants and vibrant Pittsburgh paints. DeBlumenhoff, get your colors worth. Mike, one final thought before we head on in to our commercial break and get to your opening tip presented by Dutch Mill Supply. Go ahead.
You said it with regards to Carlisle. I mean, we've got to contain their shooting. They've got 4 guys that shoot at a high rate from 3, so we got to contain that. It's nice to see Shetterly back in the lineup tonight. He certainly has been very hot for us, or very consistent all season long, but at the same time, we've got some really, really good depth on this team, so I like to think that even if we're sparing his minutes a little bit, that we're going to be all right tonight. So we got to come ready to play.
That'll wrap up the Midtown Tire Team radio pregame show. The Midtown Tire Team is cheering on the Pella High basketball team as they get set for playoff action tonight. When we come back, we'll take a peek at your game time temperature presented by Van Haften Plumbing and Heating, all getting you set for your opening tip presented by Dutch Mill Supply. We'll be live inside the Pella Real Estate Services radio broadcast booth, Class 3A basketball playoffs, when we come back right after this on 92.1 KRLS.
Dedication to consistently provide quality products and customer service. The employees at Precision Pulley and Idler must be dedicated to their jobs so they can meet or exceed the customer's needs. This is why Precision Pulley and Idler stands behind and supports our local student athletes for the effort and dedication they show on the hardwood, wrestling mats, alleys, and throughout their school's hallways. Precision Pulley and Idler encourages our area students to combine a strong work ethic and attitude to achieve their goals this season. Precision Pulley and Idler, we keep it moving.
If you got a mouse running through your house, call Miniga Pest Control.
Mice and other rodents will be trying to take up residence inside your warm home during this cold Iowa winter. Not only are they annoying, but they also cause damage to your home and leave behind diseases. We'll get them out and help you keep others from getting in. I'm Sean with Miniga Pest Control, and I want to kill your bugs.
Call 628-3198. Miniga Pest Control.
Hi, this is Brian Vanderloon from Ulrich Ford and Lincoln in Pella. When it comes to shopping for a vehicle, the whole process can feel a little bit overwhelming. So many questions, new or pre-owned. How about rebates or incentives? Which make or model would be best? That's where my 10 years of experience here at Ulrich's comes in. My job is to understand your needs, asking the right questions so I can help you identify the right vehicle. So stop by or call me, Brian Vanderloon at Ulrich Ford and Lincoln, where taking care of you is how we do business.
If you own a small business, consider making it one of your New Year's resolutions to budget for IT. With Pella Technology Services Complete Care, we offer unlimited remote support, monitoring of your network, and proactive maintenance on your system, all for one monthly fee that you can actually budget for. Let us design a managed IT service plan for your business by contacting us through our website, pellatechnology.com.
Sometimes you just like the feeling of a job well done. This is John with Recon Tech Central Iowa. I got into detailing business because I love cars. I love making them look like new and seeing the smile on your face when you drive away. If you're more of a do-it-yourselfer, I can now sell you any of the products I use. Just swing by my new location at 313 Franklin Street in the alley, and remember, whether it rolls, floats, or flies, I'm your guy. Or you could be the guy or gal now, too, at Recontact Central Iowa, 780-4285.
Live inside our Pella Real Estate Services radio broadcast booth, minutes away from your opening tip presented by Dutch Mill Supply. Your game time temperature presented by Van Haften Plumbing and Heating is 28 degrees outside, folks. It's been a wild winter, so make sure you trust those heating and cooling experts at Van Haften Plumbing and Heating in Pella, where you'll rest easy and pick up the phone in here. Van Haften's. We have a little bit of a microphone issue here. Right in the middle of the starting lineups, but Dave Van Gorp doesn't miss a beat. As Pella's being announced, we'll have a break for our national anthem, and when we come back inside our Pella Real Estate Services radio broadcast booth, it'll be your opening tip presented by Dutch Mill Supply. I'm Andrew Schneider alongside Mike Buchheit, getting you set for this Class 3A Sub-State 6 semifinals game on 92.1 KRLS.
Buying a car and needing a car loan?
Come to Marion County Bank. Buying or building or remodeling your home?
Come to Marion County Bank.
Hi, this is Diane Rosa.
And Ryan Voss.
Come see us for your next vehicle or home loan.
Great rates and best of all, friendly local service to help you along the way.
Come to Marion County Bank and see us, Diane Rosa.
And Ryan Voss. Marion County Bank, Pella, member FDIC, and equal housing lender.
Cindy Atkins is yet another satisfied customer that used Mike Blom, Cabinet Design of Pella, and Wood Harbor Cabinetry.
As I built my new house last year, I had a lot of ideas that I developed from looking on Pinterest and looking online. And as I looked at different ideas out there, it was easy for me to bring those to Mike, have him develop plans for my house that fit my specific construction project. I'm very excited with what I have inside my home now. I would recommend Mike Blom and Cabinet Design.
Cabinet Design of Pella with our written 100% satisfaction guarantee.
At Community First Credit Union, the more you partner with us, the more benefits you'll get. Earn 3% APY on your checking account balances up to $15,000 if qualifications are met. Plus, we'll refund your ATM fees. After all, your checking should be paying you. Ask us about our Kasasa Cash checking account today. Join us, because at C First, together is better. Limited time offer. APY is annual percentage yield. Rules and qualifications apply. For more information, call 866-360-5370. C First is federally insured by the NCUA.
And we're back inside our Pella Real Estate Services radio broadcast booth, getting you set for your opening tip presented by Dutch Mill Supply. This is the Class 3A Sub-State 6 semifinals as the Pella Little Dutch at 16-5 overall set to take on the 10-12 Carlisle Wildcats. The Wildcats ended Pella's season 1 year ago on this very round of the tournament. Pella looking to get to their 17th ever state tournament. They have 2 games to win, and they'll defend their own home floor tonight. Inside the center circle, number 4, Trenton Beck, a 6'5" senior for Carlisle, and as always, Nick DeYoung, the big man for Pella. Your opening tip presented by Dutch Mill Supply, controlled by Ryan Gustafson, and we're underway. Dutch Mill Supply in Pella, your only locally owned lumberyard and building material supplier. Gus gets a screen from DeYoung, top of the circle, works it right side Oltman. Oltman with his left hand redirects traffic, now in the corner, Shedderly. Pops up a 3 online but short. Long rebound tipped. It's still loose, and eventually Oltman will gather it for Pella well outside the 3-point arc. Little Dutch maintain possession. Gus pops a 3 in and out, no good. Oltman, who's been doing some great glass work as of late, will lose control of the rebound, and it's turned over. After 2 offensive boards for Pella, it'll go to Carlisle.
Well, Carlisle comes out in a zone defense, different than what Pella sees in many cases through the course of the season.
Coach Schulte mentioned that in his post-game interview Monday, in case you missed it, presented by the Veterinarians at Tri-County Veterinary Clinic in Pella. Pella winning that game substantially over Newton, no problems there. The man-to-man defense here for Pella. Many would argue that Carlisle does not see a defense this good most of the season. We'll see how they can handle. There's a long 3 attempt by Lister, well off the mark. Rebound tipped and controlled by Oltman.
Lister not afraid to shoot it, and you can tell Gustafson's extending the defense.
No-look pass in the corner. Gus for 3! Yes! Ryan Gustafson puts up the 3 fingers as he found it wide open in the corner.
I got to think Gus is loving this challenge. He gets to defend Lister, and he's pretty good at his own 3-point shooting.
Gustafson's had some big games this season. Norwalk, namely one of those in a losing effort for Pella. Probably his best of the season offensively, but where his role has really been, Mike, his leadership in defense, and he's guarding Lister. No-look pass. Great move to a floater in the lane. Brunson puts it in for 2.
More off-ball defense left Left and hold. Lone out right there in the lane.
3-2, Pella leading. Shot fake. This is where Gus is dangerous. Dribble drive. Good defense. And may have been partially blocked. And now Carlisle will slow down to a half-court offense under 6 to play first quarter. Pella 3-2. Not much scoring in these first few minutes. Posting up down low is Amos. Now cutting up right side off the glass and in. Brunson came free, and he has all 4 for Carlisle. And they take their first lead.
We're just letting them free right there in the lane.
Brunson averaging 7 points per game. We've had 2 lead changes or ties. Oltmann, NBA range 3, no good. He's really struggled in the second half of the season compared to how hot he was in the first. Teams figuring him out. Brunson got his hands on the rebound. Carlisle already up ahead. And that's a kick off of DeYoung. Lister was down low looking for Brunson.
Well, they like that little dump pass in the lane. Done that a couple times.
5:14 remaining here in the first. 4-3, Dutch on top. Number 12, Nate Norton gets it started for the Dutch. Carlisle bounces down low. Right-hand hook shot well off the mark. But an offensive rebound, Norton, as he blocks out the baseline. This time ricochets off. Long rebound tipped and will go out of bounds over to Pella. So a couple missed shots there.
Some good defense there by Sam Warner in the lane. Just putting his body into him and holding his ground. The hook shot fell short.
5:05 remaining here in the first. Dutch trailing 4-3. Warner sets up on the right wing, well outside to Gus, back to Warner. Down low to Young, kicks it out, Gus, quick pass, Warner's open, 3, well off the mark. Falls into the arms of Brunson.
Good ball movement, just didn't execute the shot.
4-3, Wildcats leading early. Dutch have had a little bit of these spells as of late, Mike, especially in first quarters. Takes them a little bit to get the offense going. When it is going, Mike, it's as good as there is in 3A. There's another short shot, rebound to Gustafson. Up ahead to DeYoung, off the window and through. Great feed from Gus to DeYoung, and Pella back on top.
A big man running the court, making it look easy.
4:20 remaining here in the first, 5-4. Good defense here by Oltmann. He'll pick the pocket of number 12, Norton. He's all by himself up ahead and off the window and in, coast to coast for John Oltmann, and Pella, a little mini run here.
Well, Oltmann may have times where he's struggled shooting this season, but he's just an all-around good basketball player.
Gus nearly jumps another pass, and it's got Carlisle a little uncomfortable, out of sorts here. Lister, dribble drive, his shot blocked out of bounds. Gus swats him. Stays with Carlisle. But a good ovation here as Carlisle's already gone to the bench. And they aren't particularly deep, Mike, at least on the stat sheet. Jace Volstedt will come in, as will number 3, Preston Thompson.
Well, if you look at their stats, they have 3 guys that average 3 fouls a game. So you know there's been games where some of their guys have gotten themselves in foul trouble.
Thompson just into the game, hands it off to Lister. Lister probably won't go out much like a Bowen Bourne type. Trenton Beck, contested 3, well off the mark, but another offensive rebound. Pop up, no good on the putback. DeYoung secures it. Pella running up the floor. Gustafson, right wing, floats it in for DeYoung, fights through traffic off the window and 1. Nick DeYoung powered his way through the defense, and he'll have a chance for 3.
Well, you know, Andrew, when DeYoung gets in a rhythm, that really helps us. It forces teams to really collapse inside, and then our perimeters just take over.
That's the first foul of the game. It is on Thompson, who was caught out of position, and Gus has had 2 really nice assists so far to set up Nick underneath. And if he's on, that's when Pella's, in my opinion, at their best, because then you can't guard their 3-point shooters the same way. Grant Nelson, the first sub, in for Pella, in for Warner, as is usual for Coach Schulte. 3:16 remaining. All of a sudden, Pella up 10-4. It's a 7-0 run. Lister looking to change that. Shoots the defensive Gus and he'll end it. So the little mini 7-0 run turns into 2 for Lister. His first bucket of the game. There's that zone defense, and push from behind is DeYoung. Brunson was caught unaware again, and Nick's really moving his feet well here early.
Yeah, he's getting touches. Early on, he wasn't looking for scoring necessarily until he had that transition layup, but now you can tell he's starting to look for the rim a little more.
Inbounds is into Oltmann, who gets it in the corner, then dribbles around the circle, finds Shetterly. Dribble, drive, and he traveled. Second turnover for Pella with just under 3 to play. And Old Work Ford Lincoln radio game reset. It's 10-6 Dutch. They led first. Carlisle took a small 5-4 lead. Then Pella rattled off 3 buckets in a row. It was a 6-0 run, in the Ulrich Ford Lincoln radio game reset. Lister contested 2. A 12-footer is in. He's going to probably get a fair share of buckets. And now kick out in the corner. Oltmann in rhythm. 3, a little short, but there's the offensive board. DeYoung couldn't get the putback to go.
Oh, that was a good look. He was in close, just couldn't quite get it to finish.
5 rebounds already for Brunson and Carlisle, just now getting over the timeline. 10-8. Wildcats whittling what was a 10-4 lead for Pella down here as we're late in the first quarter. Lister between the circles. Dribbles high elbow. Works it underneath to Thompson. And they'll say a little bit of contact as Thompson was trying to pass it out.
Yeah, might have been bailed out there a bit. I'm not sure how much contact we really had.
Shetterly is tasked with his first foul, the first for Pella. Inbounds is in to number 4, Trenton Beck. And there's the shuffling of the feet and a turnover.
I think we got good quickness in comparison to their guys, so we can just keep our feet on the ground instead of jumping. It'll make it a little harder on these Carlisle players.
Hayden Amos is in. He's back in the game for number 41, Brunson. Oltmann over to Shetterly. Pella's run with their starters quite a bit here, Nelson. A lot of quick passes here to try and break up the zone, make them run out. And there's a whistle underneath and an offensive foul, a moving screen there by Nick DeYoung. And he's got to stay out of foul trouble. At this point, it's a broken record, and it's probably not going to change too much, Mike, but that's been the biggest issue in Nick DeYoung's 2-year starting career has been foul trouble.
He's been much better this year, but you're right. There's times where he goes to the bench pretty quickly.
Now Pella is used to that set running 5 guards, and they've had a lot of success this season doing so. A catch-and-shoot 3 rattles in and out, no good. Oltmann collects the rebound for Pella. That was Beck who took it, and now an answer from Gustafson. Nothing but net. Gustafson from downtown. He has a couple of threes early, 13-8. And with that three-pointer, Steve Reeders won 50 cents on his Hy-Vee Fuel Saver card. Make sure you stop by the Pella Hy-Vee and register for your chance to win. We hope we've got more basketball for you. We do at least Saturday in the Pella Hy-Vee Radio 3-point challenge for Pella Christian. We're hoping we got 2 games left at least for these 2 teams.
Boy, Andrew, the last time down Carlisle, big sigh from the Carlisle crowd. Could have took a lead 11-10. Instead, they miss. Gus goes right down and just fires it for 3, and they go up 5 here, 13-8.
Now a 2-possession game. Lister stuck in the lane, has to take a shot, and he'll make it. Just inside the free throw line, his jumper is good. Lister has 6 of Carlisle's 10. That's no surprise. Skip pass over to Carl Miller, just into the game for Pella. He can shoot with any of them too. Just a freshman. Excited to see his development over the years and how good he can just actually be as a starter now or a regular now. McGinley also in the floor for Shetterly. Gustafson, no-look pass, finding Miller underneath. A little 6-foot floater is in.
Well, Carl Miller has been very steady, very strong for us. He's just too consistent to miss a shot like that from 4 feet away.
15-10, Dutch on top. Lister will dribble it out, and Carlisle's going to try and hold for 1. Dutch are in no rush here to try and stop it.
We got to think it's going to be a little shimmy and shake by Lister and a shot from NBA 3, maybe.
Gus is guarding him. And now Pella's saying, hey, let's bring him up now, make him force something. And now trying the dunk, they'll miss it. And the rebound to Miller. Carlisle fans wanted a foul. Half court for Grant Nelson's off the backboard. 15-10, Dutch on top after 1. Inside our Pella Real Estate Services radio broadcast booth on 92.1 KRLS.
Hi, this is Brian Vandeloon from Ulrich Ford and Lincoln in Pella. When it comes to shopping for a vehicle, the whole process can feel a little bit overwhelming. So many questions, new or pre-owned. How about rebates or incentives? Which make or model would be best? That's where my 10 years of experience here at Ulrich's comes in. My job is to understand your needs, asking the right questions, so I can help you identify the right vehicle. So stop by or call me, Brian Vandeloon at Ulrich Ford and Lincoln, where taking care of you is how we do business.
For over a century, the Jarsma family has been baking delicious Dutch treats, including the famous Dutch letter. From the moment you walk into Jarsma Bakery, your taste buds will come alive.
with anxious anticipation for their delicious Dutch treats. Jarsma Bakery on the Square in downtown Pella says congratulations to all the Tulip City basketball teams and good luck this postseason from your friends at Jarsma Bakery.
Back inside our Pella Real Estate Services radio broadcast booth. Pella 15, Carlisle 10. This is the Class 3A Boys Substate 6 semifinal, and Carlisle will start with the basketball. At the half-court line, it's Lister. Hands it off to number 12, Nate Norton, back into the game. He's joined by Hayden Amos. And down low, Trenton Beck, who passes it back to Amos. Right-hand hook shot is in. Good spacing there for Amos. And again, DeYoung's on the bench. He already picked up a quick foul. And Carlisle back within a possession, 15-12. Gus McGinley, Miller, Drew Hunt checking in, and Grant Nelson, the 5 for Pella. McGinley's outside. Well outside to Nelson. Back to Reed. And there's a steal and a turnover for Lister, who gets it up ahead. Another missed layup. Beck wanted the foul. He'll miss it after the steal. Rebound to Gustafson, up ahead to Nelson, and he'll get the layup to go. Grant Nelson. And Pella, just like that, turns a turnover into 2 points.
Well, Beck, number 4, it seems like he's a little bit of a head case for Carlisle, and that might be part of their troubles as they go 500 on the season.
He has 2 steals of Pella's 3 turnovers. It is a Pella Hy-Vee timeout. And we're going to call that layup and drive there by Grant Nelson. Our drive to the basket presented by PellaMotors.com. PellaMotors.com, where you'll drive away happy. That's the Pella Motors guarantee. Grant Nelson, the layup, and Nelson has been an important and pivotal player as the 6th man in the rotation, and he shows why they are great recovery there for Pella after what could have been a turnover and score for Carlisle. And that's it. We've had a couple of those momentum swings so far, Mike, where Carlisle's had opportunities, but Pella goes right down and scores. We've seen it twice now.
Well, you got to think either one of these teams could go on a pretty decisive run at some point with all the shooting abilities they've got from long range.
7 minutes left here in the second. Number 12, Nate Norton, flips it left side. Down to Lister, and a contested shot and one as McGinley got caught trying to guard Brunson, who's got 6 points and 5 rebounds so far for the Warriors. It's been 2 players so far that have kept the Wildcats in this game and within arm's reach. It's Lister, who has 6 points, and Brunson, who has 6. In case you missed it, presented by the veterinarians at Tri-County Veterinary Clinic. Josh Warner making his first appearance, and Logan Shetterly back in the floor for Pella. Gus is the only one who hasn't gotten a breather so far. DeYoung is also in.
Our off-ball defense has been a little suspect tonight. I mean, seems like we're trying to take shots away from their better shooters, which is a good, but then we're leaving guys wide open inside the lane when we're guarding guys out on the perimeter instead.
17-15, Carlisle's led once in this game. It was 5-4 early in the first quarter. Otherwise, it's been all Dutch, and Pella will throw it away. Warner was not expecting a pass from Shetterly, and it went right through his fingertips. That's 4 Pella turnovers so far. Or you have 5.
I've got 5 unofficially, but
either way,
that was a difference statistically. Carlisle's shown that they handle the ball a little better, but you'd think as we got into this game, we'd see a pretty good balance.
Carlisle has 2 so far in this game. Jumper in the lane, no good. Another offensive rebound. Number 41, Brunson, and he'll lose it out of bounds. So his 6th rebound, he got the handle on it and then just kind of fell down as he was still trying to collect it. It's the 3rd Carlisle turnover, and it's Pella basketball, 17-15.
Shetterly, nice job of not giving up on the ball there. He just got a hand on it enough, and Carlisle kid was right on the baseline and stepped out of bounds.
6:17 remaining. There's Shetterly. Uncorks a pass for Gus. Finds him open in the corner again. Yes! Brian Gustafson, 3 from downtown so far, and he is just making it so hard on Carlisle right now, defensively and offensively.
He's been our best shooter since Christmas break, you could argue.
I wouldn't argue that point. And again, when you talk to Coach Schulte and even his dad, football season, that was a tough football year. Even if they got the break physically, he was mentally having to really lead that team throughout the season. There's a contested shot underneath by number 41, Brunson. Offensive rebound, Amos, and he'll miss it, and there's DeYoung securing it. And now, over to Gustafson. No looks it in the corner. Miller, a shot fake. Dribbles it back out to Gus. Flips it to Shetterly, well outside left wing.
Well, Carlisle's going to sit in this zone.
There's a double team trap into a 3, and it's good! Logan Shetterly shoots through 2 defenders to knock it in.
Could this be the run that we were waiting for?
It's all of a sudden an 8-point game here for the Dutch. Number 12, Norton. Carlisle has shown flashes, and they've missed some tough shots. There's a tip and a steal for Josh Warner. Up ahead, and he'll lay it off the glass and in. Josh Warner.
Showing off the Warner athleticism there. That was good.
A steal, a score, the fourth Carlisle turnover. And I'm getting kind of tired of Carlisle begging for fouls out here. It's been a pretty physical game, but I don't think there's been any egregious missed calls. And DeYoung gets the rebound. And now Shetterly, a shot fake. Finds DeYoung underneath for two. And Pella's running wild here in the second.
Now their roots are getting a little too deep standing in that zone, and DeYoung did a nice job of just finding the gap on the backside.
27-15, Lister will end the run. They needed that because the Dutch just went on a 8-0 run. Underneath DeYoung through the defense. This time will fall to the floor, and there's a technical foul.
Yeah, there's some jaws running, so.
And that's on number 1, Lister. What did he say?
I don't know, but it was a pretty quick call there by the official.
That's just his first foul. It's a technical, and Shetterly's at the line.
He's had a couple times. The one time down where he got a shot off in front of Gustafson, and he gave him an extra push as he was going up court.
Beck and Lister, both. Now, Shetterly will brick the first. Pella is looking for the second here. And that's in. So he has 4 points. Pella will get that's a turnover for Carlisle because they had the ball too, Mike. And so it's now 28-17, and the teams are even 5 apiece in the turnover column. 4:13 remaining. This is an Ulrich Ford Lincoln radio game reset. Dutch leading 28-17.
We're going to learn real quickly here how controlled Carlisle really is.
And now Altman in the corner for 3. Just misses. He can't quite get it to go, but Warner will chase down the rebound offensively. He was fouled too. They didn't call it, and now Shetterly lets it fly, but Warner gets the putback after the miss. Pella can do no wrong in this quarter.
Well, I said it. That's the Warner athleticism. Hustle play to keep that ball on our side, and then the missed shot, he put back.
There's a whistle and a foul. That was called on Altman.
Josh didn't even put that one on the ground. He just got up in the air and kissed it back in.
3:45 remaining. In case you missed it, presented by the Veterinarian to Tri-County Veterinary Clinic. At one point in this quarter, Mike, the score was, I believe, 15-13. It's been a 15-4 run here for Pella with the technical foul as well. Lister, free throw line jumper, no good. DeYoung, great positioning, already 5 rebounds. What a difference he makes when he's on the floor. There's a great pass up ahead to Gustafson. A one-arm bouncer, half court from Shetterly, and Pella's offense is flying high.
They're not forcing it either. They're just playing good ball, sharing the ball.
Those are great passes. Good answer for Lister. And there's a Pella Hy-Vee timeout for Carlisle. They need it. It's 32-20. Sports Page team, now a part of BSN Sports, the nation's largest distributor of sporting goods to schools. The partnership offers more inventory and better technology for teams, businesses, and organizations needing sporting goods and apparel. To learn more, contact Phil Hemming or Todd Timish at the BSN Sports office in Pella, located inside of Windmill Print and Stitch. And Mike, our creative idea tonight, drawn up by Brandon Peel, has to be the way that Pella has been passing around this zone. Carlisle's had no answers so far for Pella's offense. It's been a lot of high percentage shots, Mike, whether they're in rhythm threes or a lot of these twos right at the glass.
Yeah, you can't argue anything Pella High's doing. Yeah, to be honest, Andrew, I'm watching the huddle here on the Carlisle side. You got their 2 leading scorers, Lister and Beck, drinking water off to the side. Coach is talking to everybody but those 2 because those 2 aren't listening anyway. And I got a feeling that's been a large part of their season and why they're 500.
That's your creative idea drawn up by Brandon Peel. When your team needs creative ideas, call the team at Brandon Peel, your creative agency for all your print, web, or interactive needs. And there's another and one as Altman finds DeYoung in the paint. And Nick DeYoung is having a night. 9 points so far. He's looking for double digits.
Well, I don't think this Dutch team's used to having this much space to operate. They're used to
all these
man-to-man defensive teams that are very athletic and in their grill.
It's foul trouble for Brunson. Now they'll miss the free throw. Will DeYoung. But 9 points, and the Dutch lead by 14. 2:56 remaining here in the second quarter. Live on 92.1 KBLS. And there's a right-handed floater that misses, and there's a rebound. Josh Warner. He has 4 rebounds and 4 points in this quarter alone. Shetterly finds Warner. Warner dribbles and drives and has an open look to the lane for an easy layup. They just didn't account for him there. 6 points for Warner and 4 rebounds in the second quarter, and the Dutch lead by 16.
His confidence is high right now, and it all started on the defensive end.
Lister draws contact, can't get the shot to fall. Now you appreciate Lister dribble driving, but they're down by 16, and obviously I'm sure he gets a lot of leeway, but it kind of goes to show they weren't drawing anything up. He was just going to drive anyway. It didn't matter what Pella did.
He ain't listening to anything that's getting drawn up. He's just going out there and ad-libbing.
I mean, it works if you can score, but you're right. You see a little bit of the issues here in a zone especially. We'll see that Saturday when Pella Christian takes on Van Meter. Good zone teams, there's a lot of chemistry. There's a lot of coordination because there's a lot of shifting you have to do in the lane, and we're not seeing that from Carlisle. Now, credit Pella. They're a tough guard any night when they're playing this well.
Zone
8 points for Lister.
Zone works well when you play average teams that aren't good perimeter shooting teams. But
Pella's not an average team.
No.
Nelson trying to join the parade. He will. Buries a 3. Everybody's getting in on the action tonight here, Mike. It's
Nelson
been a good
doesn't
balance.
force his game. He's just such a smart player and takes what he gets.
He'll be joining the starting ranks next year. There's an offensive foul by Lister. His second as he bumped in to Grant Nelson. Nelson had good positioning there.
Not a lot going Carlisle's way right now.
And Lister's still trying to, he already got teed up once. If he's teed up again, he'll have to leave. He'll go sit in the commons area.
I don't think he wants that. That'll shut him up.
39-22. His coach is trying to tell him to be quiet, and he's not. He's just very reactive right now. And now there's Shetterly outside. Pella on offense, leading big here by 17 in the first half. There's still time. They may not get to the 55 they scored against Newton. Little miscommunication there. DeYoung has to go to the floor. He'll roll it out to Gustafson. Finds Shetterly anyway. Logan kicks it out Altman. There's 3 seconds in the lane. 6th Pella turnover.
Yeah, there's just a lot of up and down, on the ground, back in the air, in the lane. Forgot to get out of the lane.
With 82 seconds remaining. Did want to mention when we talked about Pella Christian, the Eagles coaching staff is in the house tonight. Marv Van Wyk, who was a part of some of those championship teams back in the 90s. Larry Hessing, who's taken the program to 11 state tournament appearances. And his assistant coach, Dan Brandhorst, the AD at PC, all here in the house, taking in the game. Want to say hello and thank them for all the support they provide us at KNIA KRLS. And there's a travel Lister.
One of the best coaching staffs in the state ever, not just currently.
A lot of success, and they again are playing Saturday night on 92.1 KRLS. The winner of this game will play Monday in the sub-state finals as well. We're very hopeful, Mike, that we've got 2 boys teams at the state tournament this year and 4 teams in the conference. Altman, wide open 3. Yes! John Altman used that one well. He's got 5. It's 42-22. 7 different Dutch have scored so far.
Wow. They were 3:40 left. They're up 13. Just say, let's ride that to half.
There's Lister again, just popping up a prayer, and it was not answered. Nelson the rebound. And Pella with 38 seconds left has a 20-point lead, and they can do more damage. The arrow favors Pella, assuming there's no jump ball here in the last 30 seconds. Really extending the defense, trying to prevent a 3. DeYoung is on the bench. It's probably Pella's best 3-point shooting offense. In fact, it is out there. All 5 of their shooters are on the floor. With 16 seconds remaining, Shetterly looking for a screen from Miller. 12 seconds remaining. 2 players going to give him a screen. And now Shetterly pops up a 3. It's in! Just off the dribble for Logan Shetterly. 45-22. Half-court Lister will nearly get it to go, but it's been all Dutch here as they are running all over Carlisle. 45-22. Your Central Tire and Auto Radio halftime show when we come back after this on 92.1 KRLS.
In the heart of downtown Pella, you'll find a beautiful brick walk featuring winding canal, working drawbridge, and Dutch architecture, providing a classic old-world atmosphere. Welcome to the Mullengracht. The Mullengracht is home to some of Pella's finest lodging like the Royal Amsterdam Hotel, dining with Oriental Express, beautiful U Salon, Pella Nail Salon, the Pella Window and Door Showroom, and many service businesses. You can even take in a movie at the Pella Cinemas and handle your banking and investments with Midwest One Bank. Good luck to the local sports teams from the Mullengracht in Pella.
Raceway Tire and Exhaust is now open in their temporary location at 1574 Highway 14 South across from the Knoxville Airport. Raceway Tire and Exhaust is committed to Knoxville and the surrounding communities, and they will be rebuilding in their original location, but in the meantime, you can still get basic service done on your vehicle, including brakes, tires, and oil changes just south of Knoxville on Highway 14.
Raceway Tire and Exhaust.
We got what you need
to get you on the go.
Pella Corporation values teamwork. That's why they proudly salute adults who coach and mentor area youngsters. By helping others, they're building character and building their leadership skills in the process. And they're helping area youth experience the importance of teamwork. So whether you're coaching kids on a team, chaperoning them on a trip, or encouraging them to pursue their musical, artistic, or athletic talents, we thank those who share their talents with area young people. The Pella Windows and Doors team thanks you for your role in helping area youth build lifelong skills, interests, and values.
At Pella Motors, taking care of our customers starts with fantastic deals on new or pre-owned vehicles. Pella Motors believes in big discounts, like 2019 Buick LaCrosse, $10,000 off, $12,500 off Chevy Silverado, $14,000 off GMC Sierra, $9,000 off GMC Acadia, $8,000 off Jeep Renegade, and over $10,000 off Dodge Journey. Pella Motors is where you get big discounts and low payments.
There was a time when banks asked for opening deposits, required minimum balances, and took a monthly service fee for holding your money. There was also a time when bread came unsliced. But then, in 1928, a Davenport, Iowa man went ahead and invented sliced bread. True story. You see, things change for the better in Iowa. And at Bank Iowa, we change banking for the betterment of our customers. Free online, mobile, and text banking, free bill pay, and identity theft protection. Visit us at bankiowa.bank or your local Bank Iowa location. Member FDIC.
At American Family Insurance, we believe that with the right support, any dream is possible. For auto, home, business, or life, contact us today.
For details, contact Agent Phil Griffin at 628-1581 or stop by 604 Liberty Street in Pella today.
American Family Mutual Insurance Company, SI. American Family Insurance Company. American Family Life Insurance Company, 6000 American Parkway, Madison, Wisconsin, 53783.
Pella Car Care, your home for hassle-free car care, is proud to once again support the coverage of the tradition that is Pella High School basketball. Good luck to the Little Dutch this postseason from Pella Car Care. Pella Car Care is a locally owned and operated business established in 1994. To learn more, visit PellaCarCare.com. Good luck and go Little Dutch from Pella Car Care, your hassle-free car care center in Pella since 1994.
Get presidential savings on Sealy and Tempur-Pedic mattresses with the President's Day sale going on now at Bruxford's Decorating Center. You can save up to $500 on a new Tempur-Pedic mattress or up to $200 on select Sealy Hybrid and Sealy Conform mattresses. Stop in and find your new mattress with the President's Day sale at Bruxford's Decorating Center, where we offer price and selection that rivals the box stores and service they just don't offer.
And welcome to the Central Tire and Auto Radio halftime show. For tires, front end work, their no appointment oil change and full mechanical work. Stop and see Sean DeWard and his crew next to Walmart in Pella at Central Tire and Auto. Let's go ahead and go inside the numbers calculated by Van Manen, Seatstrom, Meyer, and Nickel. Pella's had 7 different players score so far, led by Ryan Gustafson, who has 11 points, also a couple of really nifty assists. Logan Shetterly has 7, also a couple of assists. A lot of those have come to Nick DeYoung, who has 9 points so far, and 6 rebounds. Josh Warner scored 6 points and had 4 rebounds in that second quarter alone for the minutes he was on the floor as well. Leading scorer for Carlisle is Colin Lister. He has 8. Nolan Brunson has 7. Nate Norton has 1. And then Hayden Amos has 2. And that is the scoring so far for both teams as we are inside the numbers calculated by Ivan, Mon, and Seatstrom, Meyer, and Nickel. Save time, gain peace of mind when those professional CPAs at Mon and Seatstrom, Meyer, and Nickel help you with your numbers. Also, another key number really hasn't made much of a difference. 6 turnovers each for both teams. So all in all, Mike and I will break down when we come back your second half adjustments presented by Pella Technology Services. Your halftime score, Pella 45, Carlisle 22. We'll be back inside your Central Tire and Auto Radio halftime show when we come back after this on 92.1 KBLS.
The wipers in the car go swish, 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 swish. The wipers in the car go swish, swish, swish at Central Tire and Auto.
Winter brings slushy, sleety, icy weather that's even more annoying if your wipers can't keep your windshield clean. For tires, front end work, their no appointment oil change, full mechanical work on your vehicle, and the important little things like new wipers, stop and see Sean DeWard and his crew next to Walmart in Pella.
At Central Tire and Auto.
Are you tired of paying high fees on your bank accounts? Would you rather have a bank that provides cash back options? Hi, this is Rosie from Lighton State Bank. Lighton State Bank is proud to be a community bank that has been serving the needs of our customers for over 100 years. Stop by our Pella location for a cookie, a cup of coffee, and to learn about what Lighton State Bank has to offer you. Lighton State Bank, member FDIC.
You and your golf car have been through a lot together, from some of your best rounds to some of your worst. Golf Cars of Iowa knows how close the two of you are. So when it's time to trade yours in for a new Easy Go golf car, they can assure you a great vehicle backed with great service. You can even customize one in your favorite team colors. Be the envy of the course with a new Easy Go golf car. Visit Golf Cars of Iowa in Pleasant Hill or at golfcarsofiowa.com.
Golf Cars of Iowa, so easy to go.
Thinking about home renovation? Call Kent at DeHeisen Carpentry in Pella. Finish that basement. Remodel your kitchen or bathroom. Build that new addition you've been dreaming about. Even new construction. At DeHeisen Carpentry, they can do it all. DeHeisen Carpentry is a Pella Windows certified contractor. DeHeisen Carpentry will work with you from start to finish, ensuring the job is done right and to your satisfaction. For your next home renovation project, call the professionals at DeHeisen Carpentry in Pella, 780-1858.
Experience is described as skill and knowledge acquired over years of practice, resulting in superior understanding and mastery. At Eye Care Partners, we have over 91 years of combined experience between our 5 doctors. We've seen it all at Eye Care Partners and are accepting new patients. Thank you for the opportunity to serve this community, and we look forward to continuing to provide you the best care and service at Eye Care Partners. We care about your most precious asset, your eye health and vision.
And welcome back to the Central Tire and Auto Radio halftime show on 92.1 KBLS. Do have a Van Dyke Duvin Funeral Home instant radio update on the other side of Class 3A for the bracket, as it looks like it'll be Bondurant, Farrar, Ballard. They're at the half, 20-18. So kind of the opposite of what we're seeing. The winner of that game will play the winner of this game. Also, according to Trevor Castle and Dave Van Gorp, it looks like, and it makes a lot of sense, the winner of this game will go back to Southeast Polk for the sub-state game Monday. So we've been there for 2 of the last 3 sub-state games for Pella, so that makes a whole lot of sense. Mike, our second half adjustments presented by Pella Technology Services. Not a whole lot for Pella. They played about as good of a first half as they played all year, a 30-point second quarter, and they've beaten Carlisle in every way.
Yeah, they've just been, the word that comes to mind is just balanced. I mean, they're just patient, and the scoring's coming from so many different directions. They had a little bit of a turnover advantage early, but as they settled in and started to spread the gap a little bit more offensively, Carlisle started to spray the ball around a little bit more. They started to take care of it even better. If Carlisle's trying to take something away, it's really hard to know what, because everything's going so well for Pella High right now.
And their high percentage shots, Mike. The threes have been in rhythm, in system, set feet. You know, there's nothing that's crazy. The layups have all been open passes. They've been good passes too, but there's just really not a whole lot taking away.
Well, if you're a team that's used to playing zone all year long, I mean, that's all we're going to see this half. They're not going to make an adjustment, so they're going to see a lot of the same from us.
Your second half adjustments presented by Pella Technology Services. If there's any technology in your business that needs adjusted or repaired or replaced, call Mike Richards at Pella Technology Services. You can find him online at PellaTechnology.com. That'll wrap up the Central Tire and Auto Radio halftime show. For tires, front end work, their no appointment oil change and full mechanical work, stop and see Sean DeWard and his crew next to Walmart in Pella. Halftime score has ended. We're now in our third quarter in the Pella Real Estate Services radio broadcast booth. 45-22. Pella starting with the ball. They're starting 5. It's Nick DeYoung right side of the lane. He'll miss. Rebound over to Hayden Amos.
That was a good look. Just didn't quite get it to drop.
Pella leading 45-22. The starting 5, including Warner, Oltman, Sam Warner, I should say. Logan Shetterly. Shetterly will bounce and tip a pass to himself, and now he's running wild all by himself. He'll lay it off the glass and in. Shetterly, the steal and score. He has 9, and that's the 7th Carlisle turnover, now 47-22. Also wanted to mention Gustafson out there, the starting 5, Lister, Beck, Norton, Amos, and Brunson in. And there's a foul by Shetterly. As he came down and unintentionally, Amos to kind of come down from a shot fake, and Shetterly thought he was going to go up and then came down and hit him on the arm. Second foul for Logan.
That might be my one pick on this Pella team, is a lot of times that backside player swings into the lane, and we let him get inside of us, and then we get in foul trouble because we're trying to clean it up on the backside.
First will miss for Hayden Amos. 13 points for Lister in the first half. He leads all scorers, but as we mentioned, a balanced attack for Pella. 11 for Gustafson, now 9 for Shetterly, in case you missed it. Presented by the veterinarians at the Tri-County Veterinary Clinic in Pella. Dutch had a 30-point second quarter. Amos gets the first point of the half for the Wildcats. He has 3. 7:13 remaining here in the third. Dutch over the extended zone, out to Gustafson. Gus, center of the lane, kicks it out. Oltman, right wing 3. Yes! John Oltman has his second from downtown. They just, not a whole lot wrong the Pella offense can do here.
Wow, Oltman hit that big one in the first half, and he's just picking up where he left off.
Well, he's loving this. Teams have been trailing him all season. DeYoung gets his 7th rebound after another miss. Carlisle up ahead to Shetterly, and there is a travel. Shetterly took one extra step.
He's trying to keep his momentum from taking him out of bounds, and just needed one more step to get that ball handed off to Warner.
That's going to happen, but when you're up by 27, those are okay. It was an effort play. He was trying to set up a pass, and I think shuffle back to Oltman on the wing. Now in the half court, it's Tristan Beck. Gets his own shot after he misses the first, and he gets it in. That's his first bucket. He's their second leading scorer, and he's had no success so far until that.
That's amazing. That's awesome.
Now Carlisle is extending their zone to kind of the half court, but Pella really doesn't seem fazed by it. Oltman's in the corner. A contested 3 from the corner. A little bit of a heat check, no good. But an offensive board, DeYoung, he has 8 off the glass for Pella. And now Warner out to Shetterly with 6 minutes remaining. The Dutch can take their time. There's no rush for Pella, up by 25. They've got it doubled up 50-25. Warner, right side to Shetterly on the wing. Oltman's posting up, and now Gustafson, NBA range 3 is on the money. Gus is 4 from 4 from downtown. He has 14 points, and it's 53-25. You can't leave him open.
Well, if it's the Lister-Gustafson show, Gustafson's winning right now.
There's a shot fake and a really bad miss, and a rebound for 22 Oltman. Pella up ahead in the front court. Gustafson looking for number 5. 5 for 5 is Gus from downtown, and a Pella High V timeout.
Looking at the student section for a little bit of approval.
56-25. We'll be back inside our Pella Real Estate Services radio broadcast booth.
As part of our commitment to community, Pella Cooperative Electric is proud to award 3 scholarships to area high school seniors annually. If you are a high school senior and your family receives electricity from us, check with your high school guidance counselor or check our website, pella-cea.org, for details. Looking out for you, we are Pella Cooperative Electric.
Shine as one.
When you're trying to get a job done outside in freezing temperatures this winter, not having a pole barn to use as a shop, machine shed, or working garage is no joking matter. Imagine that same task inside the comfort of a pole barn built by the Pole Barn Specialist.
Dutch Mill Supply, located in Pella, is your only locally owned, one-stop, full-service lumberyard and building material supplier. My name is Joshua Payne. My staff and I are here daily for professional service from the guy next door. Our product line is diverse, and we'll get you what you need quickly and at a competitive price.
Live inside our Pella Real Estate Services radio broadcast booth, there's a steal for John Oltmann. He's looking to make it a 33-point game. He'll have to try to do so at the foul line. 56-25 with 5:19 remaining here in the third. I wouldn't have predicted continuous clock in this game, Mike, the way Carlisle played against Grinnell. But we are now just 2 field goals away, uncontested. Or Oltmann making his foul shots, and he's one of the best in the conference in the state at doing so.
Well, it might be a good night for the fans to go bless some of the local restaurants after the game.
Yes.
They're going to get done earlier tonight.
And Oltmann knocked them both in. He has 10 points. He's an 80% foul shooter. He's, again, one of the better ones in the conference and in Class 3A. Same about his three-point shot. Lister out to Thompson. A much-needed three will not fall. Rebound is tipped to Gustafson, and now Pella's just 2 points away from continuous clock, and we're just 5 minutes into the third quarter. We're 5 minutes left in the third quarter. Shetterly out to Oltmann for three! Yes!
Boy, I tell you what, when you got guys on the perimeter chasing these Gustafson, Oltmann, and Shetterly, and they're all three hitting, which one do you stay with?
13 points for Oltmann. There's a rebound for Nick DeYoung, who has 9 rebounds and 9 points, and Pella has continuous clock rolling here in the third. Gustafson, a shot fake in the corner. Baseline drive. Couldn't make it from 2, but does get his own rebound. Now kicks it out to Oltmann. In rhythm again. Money! The moment it left his hand. 64-25.
You could tell it was going in, couldn't you? I mean,
that was automatic there.
His feet were set, and his stroke was perfect.
The whole Dutch team has it stuck on automatic here in this ball game. There's just the second field goal made of the quarter for Carlisle. Lost in the shuffle of the 64-27 bonanza here at Pella.
Carlisle coach is taking a seat. I think he's
seen enough here. There's another offensive rebound, Oltmann. DeYoung out to Gus. Can he make it 6 for 6? Oh man, it just looks so good. And a little short, and there's a foul on Oltmann. That was the heat check.
I think
he's now 5 of 6 from 3.
Everybody was expecting that to go in.
I thought I was too. It looked decent, but it was too short. 64-27 though. DeYoung, by the way, is up to his double-double after an offensive rebound on that possession.
You can just read the Carlisle kids' minds like, oh, crud.
What do we get ourselves into? You just kind of hope Pella can shoot like this at the state tournament. Lister bricks a 3. Offensive rebound, a foul. DeYoung second as Brunson gets his 7th board.
Well, I think Coach Schulte is really enjoying this rotation that he's a little hesitant to switch it out.
McGinley's in, though, for Shetterly, and I don't think Shetterly's going to play the rest of the game. In my honest assessment, maybe to get his conditioning up a little bit, he might get a few more minutes, but there's no point.
Yep.
If he's not healthy, just get him ready for Monday. This is the Norwalk, and this performance for Pella, this is when the offense is in sync. When they're in rhythm, and if they play like this the rest of the tournament, there are very few teams in Class 3A that can stop Pella. But that's the key. That's been the issue. But they finally had some practice time, Mike. They finally got some rhythm in the games. It's, by the way, 64-29. Both shots made. 9 points for Brunson.
Well, you don't want to take anything away from what Pella's doing, but at the same time...
There's an offensive rebound. DeYoung has his double-double. 11 points, 11 rebounds for the senior.
There will be tougher games on the schedule, for sure.
Yes. The road. There's a whistle. That's on Gus. Hit just a second. Continuous clock still rolling here. 2:23 remaining here in the third. Folks will have a lengthy Cabinet Design Pella radio postgame show when that time comes. There's a 3 in and out. Kind of the story of the night there. DeYoung has 12 rebounds now. McGinley. And there's a Pella High V timeout. Or no, a foul. That's on back.
Carlisle team ranks 12th in Class 3A amongst all teams in scoring at 64 points a game. And
I think the regulars are going to get some rest minus DeYoung here. So Josh Warner is in. And there's a steal in the corner. Brunson got it, tipped it away from DeYoung. Just the second Pella turnover of the quarter. They lead 66-29. And there's a contested 3. Doesn't go. But there's the offensive rebound. A bump and 2 shots coming as Nate Norton tried the putback, his second board. And that will stop the clock with 1:25 remaining here in the third. An Ulrich Ford Lincoln radio game reset. Pella had a 30-point second quarter that busted this game wide open, and they have not looked back since. Carlisle has just scored 7 in this frame, and Pella's already put up 21. Make it 8 for Carlisle, and the Dutch have continuous clock rolling in your Ulrich Ford Lincoln radio game reset.
Coach Schulte bringing Hunt into the game now. And Young out, so he rode that wave as long as he could to create some separation, but now it's time to switch him out.
And the second is missed. I'm not too convinced that this group here for Pella can also probably put some pressure on. We saw Warner score 6 points in the second quarter with 4 rebounds. Nelson will lose the dribble over to McGinley.
Yeah, very good point. Up 36. They may stretch this to 40.
Warner
plus.
to Hunt, cutting in the lane. McGinley reverse layup, no. Rebound tipped around and controlled by Carlisle. Nearly got it to go. I think McGinley wasn't expecting the pass in the lane. And now Lister steps into a 3. Brick short, and there's a rebound. Up ahead, Nelson, wide open. Josh Warner off the window and in. Warner has 8 points on an assist from Grant Nelson. It's now 68-30. If it gets back down to 25, that's when the continuous clock would stop. But Carlisle has shown no signs of stopping Pella. No matter what their offense is, there's an and one chance for Brunson. He's been at the foul line now for a 5th shot. He's 3 of 4. 38 seconds left here in the third quarter. Sports Page team is now a part of BSN Sports, the nation's largest distributor of sporting goods to schools. The partnership offers more inventory and better technology for teams, businesses, and organizations needing sporting goods and apparel. To learn more, contact Phil Hemming or Todd Timish at the BSN Sports office in Pella, located inside of Windmill Print and Stitch. Free throw is good for number 41 Brunson. He has 12 points, second for Carlisle on the team, and with 30 seconds left, Pella enjoying a 35-point lead. Warner crosses over, hands it off to Nelson. Nelson, right side McGinley, top of the key, Warner. Dribble drive, off the rim, no. Fight for the rebound. Will go out of bounds, I think, last off of Pella. 10 seconds left, and this should take us to the end of the first quarter. Lister will get a shot off. It's a matter of from where. Long range 3, misses. All Dutch, 68-33 after 3 inside our Pella Real Estate Services radio broadcast booth on KRLX.
The new Vintage Cooperative is a vibrant community being designed exclusively for those 55 and better. Investing in a co-op frees up your equity for other investments, plus offers freedom from the unexpected costs of home ownership, giving you more money to enjoy life. Call 628-1077 to visit with one of our cooperative housing specialists and learn about the financial security you'll experience at Vintage Cooperative. That's 628-1077 for Vintage Cooperative of Pella.
Jim Dowie to the rescue. Jim Dowie to the rescue. Jim Dowie to the rescue.
Hi, this is Jim Dowie with Dowie Pest Control. As the colder weather approaches, the bugs and rodents will be looking for a home for the winter. Don't let it be yours. I will inspect your home and discuss with you how we can prevent pests from enjoying your home this winter. Give me a call today at 628-9981 or go to our website at dowiepestcontrol.com to find out more about how we can help you live pest-free.
Go, Jim Dowie. You go, Jim Dowie.
At Pella Motors, taking care of our customers starts with fantastic deals on new or pre-owned vehicles. Pella Motors believes in big discounts, like 2019 Buick LaCrosse, $10,000 off, $12,500 off Chevy Silverado, $14,000 off GMC Sierra, $9,000 off GMC Acadia, $8,000 off Jeep Renegade, and over $10,000 off Dodge Journey. Pella Motors is where you get big discounts and low payments.
Back inside our Pella Real Estate Services radio broadcast booth, Carlisle opens with a 3 by Beck. It's 68-36 as we start the fourth. And there's a jump ball in the lane for Nelson. Arrow will keep it with Pella. Andrew Schneider and Mike Buchheit live inside our Pella Real Estate Services radio broadcast booth. 7:20 and counting, as in case you missed it, presented by the veterinarians at Tri-County Veterinary Clinic. Mike Pella got the continuous clock rolling there in the third quarter, once again outscoring Carlisle 23-11 in that frame. Grant Nelson has a corner 3 that misses. An offensive rebound. Warner, as he just rips it from Lister, he has 5 boards. And now McGinley tries from 3, rims out, no good. And there's a board by Amos. So Pella starters, Mike, likely done for this game, as Shetterly, Oltman, Gustafson, Warner, and others on the bench. DeYoung is who I'm missing. There's 2 shots coming. Nelson couldn't quite take the charge. Dribble drive Beck. That's the 6th team foul for Pella, 7th, excuse me. So Carlisle in the bonus. Not that it matters too much. Mike, just impressive play all the way around here for Pella.
Yeah, they've been the complete package tonight. So this crew right here, this Pella High 5, not as quick to pull the trigger from the perimeter to start their play here. So Carlisle's just camping in the lane, and we've missed a couple threes that last time down. But
68-38. Looking for Miller underneath. He'll shoot it through the defense, off the window and in, as Carl Miller has 4 points tonight. It's surprising that he wasn't in on that 3 parade, but the rotation that Schulte went with was just red hot.
Yeah.
Miller will have his nights, but tonight it was Gustafson and Oltman.
Wouldn't be a bad thing to see him get a couple shots off here.
There's Beck hitting a couple of threes, 70-41. Again, if it gets back to 25, the continuous clock will be over. Miller tried from 3, no good, and Beck gets the rebound. Carlisle starting to get their offense going, but it's too little, too late, no matter what happens in this one. There's a pass tipped by Miller over to Nelson. Numbers for the Dutch, 3-on-2 in the fast break. Nelson will try to finish. Warner has the rebound tip from him, and now a floater in the lane. McGinley gets it to go. Reed McGinley, the offensive rebound, and a floater for 2.
Well, Nelson and Warner just being real scrappy, keeping their hands active there.
There's a shot that misses, and Miller the board for Pella. And he'll dribble it up the floor to McGinley. In the corner, Nelson. Back to Miller, right wing. Finds McGinley. Shot fake, dribble, drive. Layup is blocked, out of bounds. No, it stays in bounds. Beck gets it. Looked like 41 Brunson had his hands on it. There's a foul by the Dutch, 72-41 with 5:15 left here in the 4th. Well, the road ahead presented by Tulip City Agency. It's a matter of who they play. We had an earlier Van Dyke Dufin Funeral Home instant radio update that had a much closer game on the other side of the bracket. At half, it was Bondurant for our 20, Ballard 18 at the half. The winner of this game will play the winner of that game Monday night, likely at Southeast Polk High School. Also understand Oskaloosa was leading in their bracket, and as was Fairfield, I believe, on the other side of a nearby sub-state. There's a jump ball. Alternate possession will keep it after the missed free throw. It's 72-41 with 5 minutes remaining.
Well, I mentioned earlier this is probably the most favorable matchup for Pella here compared to the other matchups tonight. If you look at BC Moore, and it stays the same way when you go to the next round. I think Ballard's ranked 20th maybe in BC Moore, and if they lose that game, Bondurant Farrar is even lower.
So 2 fouls missed, but then the offensive rebound on the alternate possession, and the 2 is in. It's a 29-point game for the Dutch. There's Warner. Out to McGinley. So these seniors, Mike, we start talking about McGinley and Gustafson and Warner and Drew Hunt and Nick DeYoung. The 5 of them have really led this program in a pretty special way here this season. This will be the last time they're playing on this floor. Missed shot for Pella. 3 to answer is in.
That's a very good point.
But you get senior night, but because Pella had such a great regular season, Mike, they were rewarded by getting a couple of home games. Miller for 3. It's in!
Well, this team, I think, is ready for playing some games away from home on their way to the Wells Fargo.
Their next 4 games. They're hoping for 4, and they're hoping they're all in the Des Moines metro area.
Yeah, heading west.
Colin Lister makes it 2. Under 4 to play here in the 4th quarter. Miller trying for more. He gets it to go from downtown. Carl Miller's in double figures. And just like that, he has 2 threes and 8 points here in this quarter. 78-48, giving Pella a little more breathing room.
Well, when you talk about losing some of those seniors you mentioned,
there's a brick 3.
The future's bright when you look at Carl Miller and what his upside is, and what he's contributed already this season as a freshman.
And you hate to look that far ahead because there's some really good seniors on this team, Mike. But this, in my opinion, is a 2-year window for Pella. You talk about Miller. You talk about a sophomore in Grant Nelson and his talent. Logan Shetterly, the leading scorer, is a junior. John Altman, the best three-point shooter on the team, is a junior. You look at a guy like Trayton Sturgeon, who is missing the year with an ACL. There is a ton of talent coming back for Pella.
Trayton could have easily been a starter on this team.
There's going to be a ton of talent in this conference. But Pella and Norwalk, and I would even say Pella Christian, if you were to look ahead in your crystal ball, probably the three teams contending for the Little Hawkeye Conference Championship next year, assuming all things are good and healthy. A missed three by Nelson in rhythm, but just off the back of the rim.
Oskaloosa will certainly see a drop-off of them.
Yeah, their best player will be gone.
It may not be even a drop-off. It may be a...
There's a foul on Pella, 2:37 remaining. And we will get the deep subs here.
Well, they were up 36 when they came in, and they're up 30 now. So
yeah, we're
playing pretty well with the starters.
So McGinley is the only regular player out there. We got Trey Wood. We got Xavion Hausinga. We've got Camden Lambert. Hard to miss him.
And he's a baller, too. He's pretty smooth with the basketball.
We've messed some of the numbers. Some of the numbers are different from what I have on the postseason roster. And now we have a whistle and a stoppage. First makes, second misses. Rebound tipped over to Hausinga. Pella enjoying a 78-49 lead. And now Lambert will pull up from three. Look good. No good. Amos the rebound. 2:17 left here in the fourth. Lister is fouled. No shot. We'll stay on the floor, but it doesn't matter. He's got two foul shots coming. Oh, I suppose I can take a seat because we're going to
their leading scorer. He's doing nothing but banking more points here at this point in the game, as this game is out of hand.
First misses, by the way, by Lister on the foul shot. Live on 92.1 KRLS FM, Pella, Knoxville. This broadcast powered by Bank Iowa. Bank Iowa, proud supporter of Pella basketball this season. They donated $10 for every 3-pointer made at every home game this season. They added to that total here tonight, the final home game of the regular season and postseason. Bank Iowa, proud supporter of Pella High Athletics. Go, Little Dutch. 78-50.
Lister takes the bench with a hug from his coach, but 9 points below his season average tonight.
2 minutes left here, 78-50. 2 minutes left here in the fourth. Unnecessary chant. Wood tries from three. It wasn't like him off the tee box. He's a pretty good golfer. That shot, he was golfing for the rim, and he shanked it left into the trees. If you want your analogy.
Are you talking about my golf game? Or that last shot?
The shot. Trey Woods is a very good golfer. He's one of the returners for Pella, along with John Altman. They're going to have a fantastic team this year with Coach Fessler. Thinking the spring already. 34 Amos. And there's a travel. Just the fourth Carlisle turnover of the half.
I believe it wasn't, 2 seasons ago. Coach Fessler didn't have a whole lot of numbers on his golf team, so.
Yeah, they actually didn't have enough for a team that year.
Wow.
And they have a freshman who's coming up who's on the junior PGA. Can't think of his name off the top of my head, but there's some talent coming up for him. 3 misses, but an offensive rebound. That's Huizinga, and that's over and back, as Wood touched it back to McGinley. So the third Pella turnover of the half. Well, Mike.
That's been a strong showing here by Pella High tonight, which you somewhat expected. You weren't sure when it was going to happen or how it was going to happen, but pretty dominant game here tonight.
Now, to be fair, the student section probably could have had this chant at halftime. It's been all Pella this entire game. 2 foul shots for Carlisle coming. They'll miss the first. Do have an instant radio update presented by Van Dyke Doof and Funeral Home. We hope to, before we go off the air, have the final It's 28-28 after 3 between Ballard and Bondurant.
Wow.
I'll tell you what.
Slugfest.
If Pella scores 28 points after 3 quarters against either one of those teams, I don't know what I would do. I'm not a betting man, but there's just no point to that. Missed on the alley-oop. Behind the back pass to McGinley in the corner. 3, no. Lambert, another offensive rebound. He's doing work here. Pops up the shot. It's in. Camden Lambert puts the exclamation point on this one.
Like, all right, I gave too many assist ops. I'm putting this one in.
And he got Pella to 80-51. There's a shot blocked by Huizenga in the lane. Huizenga, I'm going to get his name down, I promise. And that'll take us to the end of this ball game. Final score, Pella crushes Carlisle 80-51, and the Dutch are just one win away from trip number 17 to Wells Fargo Arena in the Class 3A state basketball tournament. Your Cabinet Design of Pella radio postgame show when we come back right after this on KRLS.
See what a smile can do. A helpful smile for you.
Hy-Vee is now a preferred Medicare pharmacy, and the Pella Hy-Vee Pharmacy offers the lowest copay available on most Medicare Part D plans. Stop into the Pella Hy-Vee Pharmacy and let us help you get switched over. Visit with one of our pharmacists today at the Pella Hy-Vee Pharmacy, now a preferred Medicare pharmacy.
Hy-Vee, where there's a helpful